Welcome back, everybody. So I want to show you how to add on the second piece, the top piece, to your silicone mold. So brief review, just like yesterday. I ended up letting this sit overnight. You don't have to let it sit overnight, but you can let it sit overnight. But just a brief review on mixing the putty. So use a different hand for each one so you don't, contaminate the other bottle. And roll it into a coil, roll it into a ball, roll it into a coil until it's nice and evenly colored. But we want to add on, now that this is stiff enough that I can touch it and it doesn't squeeze, we want to add on the top piece. So it's a 2-part mold. So once I have this finished, we're gonna go ahead and start adding it to the top. Now, there are products you can buy to keep the mold from sticking to each other, and I've never actually tried just sticking it on there and seeing if it comes off. What I've always done instead, just to make sure that it releases really easy, is once I have my top layer of clay ready, I take a little piece of bone dry clay and I just get a little bit of the dust on my fingers and I just lightly dust this bottom piece. Now, I don't want to get like big chunks in there or anything like that, but just a little bit. And then remember, once you've mixed this only lasts for a little bit of time. So you want to make sure that, you dust and get this done. So to do this, I'm going to kind of roll it into a ball. I'm going to make just a little bit of a point, just so it's kind of like a teardrop shape. And then I'm going to take that teardrop shape, point down, and I'm going to start in the middle of the leaf and gently push the putty over the other part of the mold and leaf. Okay, so I'm just doing that. So then you're just gonna let that sit there until it cures all the way. Now, I think the directions on this one says it's like 20 minutes. But like I said, I waited a whole night just because that's what happened. So this one's been sitting there since this morning, so it's had time to cure, and now I can peel it apart. So you can kind of see, if I hold this real close, let me see if I can get it to focus. Let's do that like internet trick. No focusing, because that would be too easy. Oh, kinda. Okay. So you can see like the impression of the leaf is in there. Now the leaf is still stuck in here. If your leaf, if you left that stem out, it's gonna be really easy to take your leaf out. And now you have your 2-part mold. And since you did those little dents, it fits together real nice. If you're having a hard time getting your leaf out, or if there's like a little piece that got stuck because like your leaf is really thin or something like that, you can carefully use a needle tool. You don't want to mess up your, all your texture and stuff though. So just be real careful if you have to do that part. But now you've got your 2-part mold. All right. Thanks, everybody.